I know why we still in the pandemic with COVID and all that. First of all, why are we still calling COVID-19? That really irks my nerve. Like we're in 2022 and we done went through all these. We went to the Southwest variant, the Delta variant, the Marion. Anyway, what's happening, people? I'm JamesAndreJeffersonJr. Welcome to Off the Mic Podcast. This is the place where anything I can't say anywhere else, I say I'm a podcast. And if you ain't heard last episode, I'm on Spotify video now. So if you're watching on Spotify, you can click on and watch a video. If you listening, hey, do what you want to do. But back to COVID-19. There's a new variant, of course. This one's called the I Hate You. People will make the corny ass joke and be like, oh, it's called the I Hate You joke. Like, I posted a video about it. The amount of people that hit me up and said the I Hate You stands for I hate you. I'm like, bruh, like, you know that person, like you go to the grocery store, you go to Target and they scan, boop, 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 boop. And then there's no a price tag on something, and then there's always some old white dude in the back. Oh, I guess it's free. Like, that's how y'all sound. How do I want to go about this? Do I want to tell you why I think the pandemic's still here? I don't want to talk about the I hate you because I got a lot of thoughts about this one. So, all right, fuck, I'll talk about I hate you. So the I hate you variant. This is why I think the I hate you thing is BS. I ain't one of them anti-vax conspiracy people. I just be thinking about stuff. So I said this in the video when the Marion came out. I said, why are we keep coming up with these funky? It's called Omicron, whatever. I said, why do we keep coming up with these funky ass names? So, oh damn, I thought somebody was about to bust in my door. Nigga, I thought it was over for me. Oh, I thought it was a wrap. But anyway, I'm like, why we keep coming up with these funky ass names? Eventually somebody, Fenty Beauty gonna come out with to promote their new makeup. The Fenty variant. So, December 10th, in France, a lab called the IHU lab discovered a new mutation, a new variant with 46 mutations, which I don't know what the 46 mutations mean. I don't know. Does that mean it mutated a bunch of times, it changed a bunch of clothes, got Fashion Nova on one day, you got church clothes on, put some Pope fit on? I don't know. But it got 46 mutations. Okay, anyway. They did name it the IHU lab. What happens when this lab comes out? CNN, Fox, people in Switzerland, Ireland, Africa, Egypt, all the news experts is talking about COVID, the new variant IHU, which is saying they promoted they laboratory. I'm like, in a minute, niggas is gonna be out there naming a new variant. Like, oh, I found a new variant. It's called the Streets is Hot Mixtape Volume 7. Like, niggas is gonna be calling they mixtape a variant to get it promoted. Like, it's just too much going on. And they said this one, from what I looked at, what they said, every shot, whatever you took, this variant is ready to go. Okay, and so that brings me into my next point of why we're still in this, and this is the truth. I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. Who I blame? I blame the Democrats. Yeah, I said it. I get mad, man. You got an attitude? Because I blame the Republicans too. Not only that, I blame the extreme Democrats and the extreme Republicans. I'm talking about the people that's far left to the point they way over here. And then the people that's far right over here. I'm talking about them. These are the people, like there have been times, this is how I know I'm not far left or I'm far right. This is how I know. Because I've listened to stuff Biden says, okay, that makes sense. I've listened to stuff Trump said when he was president. I said, that low key makes sense. An extreme Democrat disagrees with every single thing a Republican says. It could be their auntie, their grandma. They just disagree, and it could make perfect sense. And as this divide is happening, it's almost like there was a situation with Patton Oswalt, right? Patton Oswalt is a comedian. He took a picture with Dave Chappelle, and his fans attacked him. And I guess he was forced to apologize. It's like we're too extreme right now. Like, I could support the LGBT community and I could be a fan of Dave Chappelle. I could disagree with a lot what Dave Chappelle says, which I don't. Like it's his jokes. He's there for entertainment. I could disagree and I could still support my trans brother. Like it's like you don't have to be so extreme. Like we're in the situation, we're in a part of the world where you are literally, if you don't agree with somebody 100% of the way, you're an asshole. That means you could talk to somebody at 99.9% that you guys agree, but that 0.0001% they're going to judge you on that. That's what I'm trying to say. So, and this is my prime example. So Trump was president, right? I'm in LA. LA was shut down. There was no sign. There was no warning. There was no like, oh, we're about to open back up. There was nothing. Trump leaves office. Within a week and a half, California opens back up. And I got mad. Because if you put it together, okay, so out of nowhere, so Biden became office and everything got better immediately like that? The same thing with Trump did. When Trump came in office, oh, apparently everything got better like that. No, it don't work like that. It does not work like that. There are things Trump was benefiting off Obama, just like there's things Biden's benefiting off Trump, and they're claiming it is what it is. But what I'm saying is, when LA opened up, they opened up, and California is a Democratic state. We opened up to give Biden the credit. Biden is the one under his term why we started opening up, which makes me think, so all these businesses, all these mothers that couldn't feed their kids, all these homeless, we got a homeless problem like that. That's a whole nother situation. You damn Democrats, how we got all these homeless people in LA and y'all act like y'all care? It just annoys me. It's just like extremists is killing this country. So you kept the whole state and city closed. They probably could open up in December, November, but we kept it closed until Trump left office. So Trump can't say, "Oh, the country started opening up when I was in office." I really believe that the politicians killing people, and not just killing just because a bunch of people getting COVID. There's people that couldn't get money. Like I know a lot of people got PPP loans. There's people on unemployment. There's some people that didn't qualify for none of that. They was out here in these streets hustling, struggling while you was getting checks. Oh, I said y'all like I wasn't. But anyway, I'm just saying politicians are literally destroying this whole country. Like it's literally so sad. And it's so funny because you take these Democrats that be on CNN, you take these Republicans that be on Fox. When they have these big old events, they be in the same room, drinking, smoking, probably doing a line or something, doing drugs, and having a good old time laughing at y'all. Like, oh, they care. Like, I promise you they be kicking it. They be kicking it like, yeah, Ted Cruz be kicking it with Don Lemon ass. I'm just trying to, like, it's just so much going on with the situation. It's just like when I say extremists, it's the whole thing. Today's January 6th. It's a year from it. As I'm recording this, I'm probably going to post this tomorrow, but as I'm recording this January 6th, that wasn't a result of extreme people. That's all that was a result of. Extreme, like, I loved Obama. I loved Obama. But I ain't about to go attack him. I ain't about to go to the damn Capitol and run that thing over. I'm not. I didn't care that much. Y'all care too much. Like even kids. Like I was on TikTok on my phone. I was scrolling. I seen like a 9-year-old talk about, oh, Biden's doing a bad job. When I was 9, I was playing Super Mario. Like I didn't give it. Like the ideal of the president didn't hit my head until I was like, until 9/11 happened. That was the first time when I seen Georgia. Other than that, I didn't even know what a president was. It's toddlers. They're talking about, oh, what we doing? Is this a bipartisan bill? Like what is you talking about? Like it's y'all care too much. Make your money, get your life, and just do it. Cause it's just like these extremists, extreme left, extreme right. It's just destroying everything. Cause I promise you, if they came together, they probably can come up with a better plan than what we have now. And it's sad to say, COVID is smarter than fucking humans right now. COVID got variants. You know what that variant represents? That means COVID was in our bodies messing us up, and then they started seeing we ain't messing with it. So COVID said, we're going to switch up the plan. New variant, new variant, new variant. Switch up their plan and just messing up. Right now, COVID up 3,000 to 0. That's it. It's just too much going on. Then you got damn Antonio Brown. Okay, last week I made the statement about Antonio Brown that the NFL's at fault because of concussions and stuff like that. So now a lot of interesting things done popped up from that situation. So Antonio Brown he got released from the Buccaneers. Pretty much Antonio claims that he told his coach, which he had allegedly some text messages that he put out showing that he told the coach that he was injured, and the coach tried to make him play, and that's why the coach said you're cut because you're injured, and that's why he walked off the field. And he might be telling the truth. He might be. The Buccaneers are claiming that Antonio, during the first half of that game, was upset that he wasn't getting that many targets. Like the ball wasn't being thrown at him a lot. I say both sides. I say more so the Buccaneers are probably that side because they knew he was hurt and they still let him play. I promise you they knew he was hurt because he was on the injury report. And if that text message is real, you talk to your coach. You knew, and it comes out in his MRI, he got a messed up foot all the way. So it's just a lot going on with that. There was an interesting video that came. Let me see if I can play this audio real quick. Hold on.
Show me up.
This is Jim Jones on Lip Service.
What did your mom tell you about sex when you were young?
She told me everything about sex.
Like what?
My first condoms, shit like that. My mom taught me how to kiss when I was younger.
What did she tell you to do?
She told me how to tongue kiss when I was younger.
Like what's the?
Oh, okay, see, that's a little weird. Jim Jones, I finished the audio.
It wasn't no instructions. She showed me with her mouth, like she.
See, you heard him. He said she tongue kissed me. She showed me with her mouth. There was no instructions. She showed me. And then he comes out and says, oh, it was all a joke. Y'all projecting some bad stuff. I'm just like, bruh. Like, I don't even know what to say about it because it's low-key, like, it's weird. And it's just like, somebody gave a word for it. I forget. I was reading some comments. Look, I don't know much about this world. But she said it's a sense of, like, mothers are going to love their sons. Mothers are going to love their sons. And then they said there's sometimes where mothers are almost too much in love with their sons to the point where it's almost like they got a crush on them or something like that. And apparently he got a relationship, and like on a reality TV show, it always showed his wife now always butting heads with his mother. And people are saying like, oh yeah, you getting in the way, bada bing, bada boom. It's just crazy. Let's listen to Joe Biden talk about.
The first ballot was cast.
Hold on. This is Joe Biden talking on January about the 1 year anniversary of January 6th. All right, let's see what he said.
The president was preemptively sowing doubt about the election results. He built his lie over months. It wasn't based on any facts. He was just looking for an excuse, a pretext to cover for the truth. He's not just a former president. He's a defeated former president. Defeated by a margin of over 7 million of your votes. Even before...
I wish I could. I'm not going to show it. Whatever. Joe leaned to the camera and said, he not only a former president, that nigga a defeated former president. And he probably went to sleep right after this. The January 6th stuff, do I blame Trump? Yeah, hell yeah. And like literally, if you listen to the speech, Trump gave a war. When they be marching to war, you got a band. They come out a marching band with no weapons. That's them just letting you know we about to whoop ass. Without no weapons. That's how they get hyped up. That's what Trump did to January 6th. And a bunch of people went to jail. There was one black dude there. He was selling a mixtape or something in the Capitol. He the first one went to jail. I don't know if that's true, but in other news, Betty White passed away. I'm upset Betty White passed away because she was 17. I don't know why I almost put that up, but she was 17 days away from being 100 years old. Like, I would have loved Betty White to be 100 years old. People questioning on the internet, they going back and forth, was Betty White racist because she grew up in 1829? Like, I don't know. I'm not about to go through that. But what I am going to talk about was I seen a report where I actually seen a report, and this goes back to the beginning of we talking about the COVID. There was a bunch of people arguing about if Betty White died from COVID, and I say this with all respect, but she's 99 years old. If she had a mild cough, that could have took her out. And like y'all sitting here arguing back and forth if Betty White died, if it was natural causes or COVID. She was 99 years old. You know how old that is? That's half of Morgan Freeman. So y'all doing a lot with that. Like, if she died naturally, if she racist, it don't. She gone now. If she was racist, I don't know Betty White. Like, what's the sense of going back and forth? Like unless you got a video, oh, Betty White was on set and say, oh, no niggas allowed. Like it's nothing. Like it's just it's a lot going on. It's a lot. Betty White. So it reminds me. I watched the it's on Amazon Prime. I forget what it's called. Being the Ricardos. It's pretty much the I Love Lucy. If you ever watched it, I don't know how old you guys are, but I Love Lucy was a show. It was in black and white. It was filmed in the 50s, but it was so iconic in that time. I was watching it in the 90s. Excuse me. I was watching it in the 90s, right? And the movie's so good. I don't want to tell you what it's about, but it's pretty much about I Love Lucy. About there was a controversy between Lucy because she said she was a communist at one point in time, and apparently back in the day, if you came out you was communist, America was ready to cut your head off back in the day. Like if you said that, America's cut your head off. And the reason why I bring this up and just how iconic some of these TV stars are from back in the day was right now the Super Bowl gets maybe once a year. Super Bowl comes out. I think let me just look it up. How many people watched the Super Bowl? So how many people watched the Super Bowl? So 96.4 million people watch the Super Bowl. That comes on once a year. Your average television show gets 5-10 million views. Lucy was averaging 54 million views per episode. So every 2 episodes, she had more than the Super Bowl. That's how big shows were back in the day. And again, you think about it. I always had this conversation. Was it easier? Was the entertainment industry better when it was controlled? Like I could, back in the 70s, I couldn't do this. Everything was controlled by a few people. Like you have a company, like even, that's not back in the 50s. I'm talking about back in the 90s. Like you have Aaliyah, then you might have Beyonce. There's no room for nobody else because the industry was so controlled. But now you might have somebody that's coming up on SoundCloud, some cute girl that's on TikTok doing a bunch of twerking and getting her music out there. You wouldn't have a Cardi B that literally forced herself into rap using social media. But so you have more quantity of music, but does that mean it's more quality? You get what I'm saying? I always had this argument. I think music and stuff was better back then. Like you look at freaking Star Wars. The first Star Wars came out in the 70s, and the first 3 that came out was low-key better to me. I know the quality of the video wasn't, but the storytelling. So it's always funny. But that's all I got to talk about today, y'all. Let me know if y'all like these video podcasts. Leave a comment down below. Make sure you follow me on my social media. That's at JamesJeffersonJ. That's everything. Follow me on Facebook. I hustled on Facebook to get 100,000 followers on Facebook, and I finally got it. It was so hard. It was one of the hardest platforms to grow on, and I finally got it. Now I got to get 1 million. But I got to get 1 million on Instagram. But Instagram's so damn dead. Oh, yeah, but follow me on all this. Instagram, TikTok, even though they banned me and suspended me every other day. Twitter, Facebook, all that. Follow me at JamesJeffersonJ. I appreciate you watching. And remember, if you're extreme Democrat or you're extreme Republican, I'm sleepy, y'all. If you just shut it. Hey, Make sure you leave a rating, like it, comment, do all that good stuff. And when you don't, you can kiss the darkest spot on my black ass with your dumb ass. I hate that I said ass and ass like that. But at the end of the day, I'll be back soon. Holla at ya.